Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ideal World with me, Rob Locke, with an E. That was an extra curly Q there for some reason, I don't know why. And this is my pillow. No, it's not my pillow, it's my pillow. Not my pillow, the My Pillow. And the My Pillow is a premium pillow. And it contains, and I can't believe these words are even coming out of my mouth, it contains a technology. Now, it hasn't got electronics in it, but it you know, not all technology is electronic based, of course. It has a system, a process inside of it that is utterly different compared to, and utterly unique compared to, any other pillow on the market, so far as I've ever heard, or seen, or tried. And what it's designed to do, remarkably, is help you sleep better. I know that sounds like a redundant thing to say, but we do so often neglect ourselves when it comes to sleep. Now, we talk a lot on this channel about mattresses and bedding, and in fact we've got some great bedding coming up later, and in fact tomorrow night some great mattresses too. But one of the most important things ultimately that helps you get into that deep, regenerative, recuperative sleep. You know, that kind of sleep, maybe you can remember the last time that you had that kind of sleep where you woke up and felt really great. Do you remember the last time you felt really great because you had such a great night's sleep? Actually, a lot of people might say, actually, no, not really, to that question. And maybe you're saying yes, maybe you've got a fantastic pillow, in which case maybe this isn't for you, or maybe it's for somebody else who hasn't got one of these yet. Always round, this is specifically engineered in every way that you can imagine a pillow might be, and all the ways that you probably wouldn't ever think might be, in order to help you sleep better. And it's so important to sleep better. I actually had a good night's sleep last night. If you were watching our mattress show with Alex yesterday, you'll know that I was struggling because I hadn't slept well for an entire week. And last night I actually slept very well because we have an amazing mattress in our hotel rooms, and the pillows are nice too. So I've got a spring in my step today. And that's really what this is all about, because when you don't sleep well, you know what it's like. You know exactly how you're affected most by sleeping badly. So how would you like to change that? And how would you like to change that with this deal going on? 2 for 1. So one is $59.95. However, when you add the My Pillow to your basket, automatically, without you having to do anything, magic happens, yes. That offer is applied and you will get 2 pillows for that one price. And the P&P is free. Yes, cost you zip, nada, niente, nichivor, nothing to get it to your home. Not only that, I think this is the only pillow on God's green earth that has, well, any guarantee, let alone a 10-year guarantee. How ridiculous is that? You know this is the last pillow you need to buy for a decade. Because if anything goes wrong with it, it will be sorted. Sleep on it, say it, sorted. I was trying something that didn't really work out. But you know where I was going. 60 nights. Also is the amount of time, that's 2 months in my book, thereabouts, for you to try it before you decide to even keep it. If you don't like it, you send it back. How much money do you get back? All of it. It's made in the UK, and if you were thinking, well, am I in good company here? Yes, you are, because 50 million people plus have enjoyed this pillow, and that's just in the USA and Canada, let alone the myriad of people, the tens of thousands of people who've tried it just from buying it from Ideal World. It adjusts to your sleeping position, and here's the amazing bit, and I always say, and I shouldn't really say this because we do sell pillows that you can't do this with, but in my opinion, if it were me, I would only ever buy a pillow that you could wash and dry, because if it gets spills on it, when you sweat into it at night, some people lose up to a pint of fluid per night, and a lot of that comes out your head, because that's where the majority of your heat is expelled from. So you can wash it whenever it gets a bit icky, and all you've got to do is choose your filling. What does it come with fondant? Does it? No, not that kind of filling, obviously. This is essentially a sort of bespoke pillow, because you can choose least filled, medium filled and most filled, and that's based on the size of your neck. How do we know the size of your neck? It's based on your t-shirt size. That's what, now, you know, in case you're looking at that going, huh, what, which one do I need? Well, basically, trust me when I say this now. If you're a lady and you are a small t-shirt, get a yellow. If you're a medium or a large, get a white. Anything else, get an extra large. If you're a man and you have a small or a medium t-shirt size, get a white, and anything else, get a green. Now, if it's for a child, get the smallest one. If you sleep on your tummy, I think it is, then you get the least filled one. And there are some other caveats as well, but we will instruct you in all the whys and wherefores and ways that you can go ahead and order the correct one for you a little bit later on. So, yeah, and if you haven't seen this before, it is fantastic. It really, really, really is. And people absolutely love it.
After I got my pillow, they had a couple little directions, and I thought, oh boy, that seems like a really simple way to do it, but I slept. I just, when I closed my eyes, and 2 minutes later I was out.
I would wake up multiple times throughout the night, not getting into a deep sleep until I found my pillow. I did not have a solution, and now I do.
What I couldn't do with my feather pillow, I could now do with my pillow. When I lay on it, I form it so that it fits the back of my neck. It'll sit like that all night.
When I wake up in the morning, I do feel better rested, and that was a feeling that I wasn't used to.
It affects your whole day when you can't sleep. I just really wanted to have one pillow that I could trust every single night for a good night's sleep. And my pillow was it.
Now, apparently it says on our sort of script for the show, our guidelines for the show, let's meet X, because it's generic, so whoever is the guest. Well, it just so happens that if you add an ale to that, A-L-E-X, you get Alex, and he's here tonight. Alex Knowles, hello sir, how are you?
I'm great, Rob, how are you?
I'm fantastic, a very good, very bright jumper, thank you for that, will help me stay awake as well.
Yeah, well I'm just really excited about today's show, because just to tell you the story behind it and just how it came about, because it's completely unique, it's completely different to any other pillow, certainly that I've brought to air and spoken about. So, shall I start from the beginning? Is that all right?
I think that's an excellent place to begin, yes.
So the company and the pillow and where it came from. So started with an inventor, a chap called Mike, who as a teenager didn't sleep very well. And his parents were trying to help him work out why he wasn't getting a good night's sleep. Could it be because light was coming in from the curtains? Was it too light? Was it too noisy outside? Was it the mattress? So they were checking on all these different things and changing
eliminating variables.
And exactly, to come down and find out what it was that was making him struggle to sleep. And it turned out that it was his pillow. He just couldn't get comfortable on his pillow. Bought all different types of pillows, but it didn't work for him. And this carried on throughout his teenage years, and he vowed to his parents that when he got his first job, he was going to buy the most expensive pillow that he could find to help get him that better night's sleep. Sure. And that happened, and he went out and he spent a fortune on a pillow that he thought was going to give him everything that it said it was. And sadly, it didn't. It didn't work, and he thought, well, that was
money,
it.
The most expensive is not always the best.
No, exactly. And he just figured that was it. I'm gonna have a lifetime of disturbed sleep and not get a great night's sleep. It happens for some people. And this is the bit where it turns quite remarkable. He had a dream one night, and ironically, and you might be thinking, oh, it's like a fairy tale kind of thing. But he had a dream one night, and he dreamed about this pillow. And when I say he dreamed about this pillow, he dreamed about the inside of it and how it all works. And I'll come round to all of that.
Do you know, it's interesting because it's only just occurred to me this. If he had been sleeping well, he would not have dreamed or remembered the dream he had about the pillow, because when you're in that alpha state, I believe, you don't dream. That's the deepest level of sleep, is a non-dreaming sleep. So the fact he was dreaming meant he wasn't sleeping properly.
Absolutely. So he had this dream about this pillow, woke up the next day, and unlike the rest of us, I mean, I have some probably weird dreams, but I just get up and go.
We won't
go into
not
those.
That you'd guess.
But I just go to work and carry on with my day. But Mike went, no, actually, this seems like a really, really good idea. So he set about his dream. He set up a little factory in his sister's basement making pillows. There were only 5 of them at the time, based on the filling and the science that he thought about in this dream. And it was a small-time business. They were making enough pillows. They were going to the malls and things like that, and having various kind of small stands and things. And then he got invited to have a stand at the Minnesota State Fair.
Which is a huge
Now, from living in America, state fairs are a huge deal. So did a stand there and sold out of all of the pillows immediately. So started to realise, hang on a minute, I'm onto something here. Where do I go from now? So he took all of the profits that he made from the fair and put them into an infomercial to go across America. And he thought, I'm going to go for it. I can see if I can really make something of this.
Sure.
And it was incredible. Within 40 days, and I really, because this staggers me, within 40 days, he went from a workforce, remember he's in his sister's basement as well, he went from a workforce of 5 to a workforce of 500 people in 40 days, in just over a month.
Staggering, isn't
You can't fathom that, you know, which is just incredible. And it's just gone on and on, success, success, success. We're now talking about over 50 million pillows sold in the US and Canada.
So it's made in the US then?
Well, if you're buying them from the US, absolutely, they're made in Minnesota, but they decided, you know what, no, it's time, we're going to bring My Pillow to the UK. And this is what I really, really like about the ethos, if you like, behind what they've done with this, because they've decided where we sell our pillows is where we're going to make our pillows. So they came over here to the UK. They've got a factory in Coventry where they're making the pillows. When you get your pillow at home, in fact, I've got how it comes wrapped as well, because it's fascinating. It comes wrapped like a kebab. Almost. It's
But it's
fantastic.
not half open like that.
No, it's
So
not.
you've opened
I
that,
open
yeah,
it to show
obviously,
you
yeah.
how it comes wrapped. So you know it's from the UK because you've got your UK stamp there as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this is how it comes wrapped up. Now you might be thinking, well, that pillow there is not the pillow that you've got on your lap, surely. It is, and I'll explain a little bit later how
Yes.
you
They've sucked all the
activate
air
it.
out. Oh,
and
you
get
activate
Yeah, you
it.
do. It's the best
Well,
way to describe it. You activate it. But yeah,
yes.
UK made. So if you're ordering one tonight,
You're
it comes from the UK.
supporting
You're
the
supporting
UK
UK
workforce.
industry as well.
So, but isn't a pillow just a sack with a filling in it?
It is, and for thousands and thousands of years, it's kind of been the same filling. It started off with
Right.
the Egyptians, so the
Yeah.
Egyptians put stones in pillows 2,000
Well, that's
years
the
ago.
obvious thing I'd
yeah,
have
because
used.
that's comfortable. And then, of course, they found softer things and grass and hay and things like that, and that's all that's happened. But what My Pillow have done, what is fantastic, is they've completely changed the game, because all of these pillows we were talking about before, it's the same pillow. So if you and I have a stone pillow or a hay pillow or a grass pillow, it's the same thing. We are effectively having the same night's sleep because we put our head on it and the filling's going to go to the middle. That is going to happen. With this pillow, completely different. Every single, and I can say this, every single person in the world that sleeps on this pillow will have a completely different experience to anybody else. It really is my or your pillow because of what's inside it.
That's obviously what we're going to talk about and look at. But the principle of pillow is pretty straightforward. There are two factors that need to be taken into consideration. One of them is support, because when you lie down, there's a big gap between what you're lying on and your neck, right? So support, spinal alignment, all of that, you know that. And the other one's comfort. Now, unfortunately, most of the time, in my experience, you get one and not the other.
Yeah, absolutely. and a lot of people, and again, we all come into this is what I love about the show, because there's so much we can talk about. The neck, and I'll come to the neck, because a lot of people think the head's really important. The head is important, but the neck is hugely important as well. And this is what My Pillow have done to make it completely different. The filling that's inside here, I'm just going to sit back so you see I've got these 3 jars here. Now, they've got 3 different fillings in. These fillings are in your My Pillow. So you've got a smaller filling here, which is very, very, it's like snowflakes. It's down, very, very soft, like down, that you've got in there. Then next to it, you've got these pieces of foam.
Yep.
So you've got your medium-sized foam here. Now, this is cut foam. They're all roughly the same size, but as you can see, I'll pick up another one.
They're cut randomly.
In random different cuts that you've got there. And then finally, so let's say if you're wondering at home, they're about the size of a 5p coin.
Okay.
And then you've got your larger foam here, which is probably the same size of a 2p coin. And again, same. They're cut, obviously, roughly the same size, but obviously they're all different shapes. Now, you might be thinking, how does that work?
That was going to be my very next question.
You know, this is the magic of it. So all of these pieces are together, jumbling around within here. But as you place pressure onto the pillow, as you can see here, Rob, so as your head and your neck is placed onto this pillow, all of those pieces of foam connect like a jigsaw. They entwine with each other. They lock. And once they're locked, they are locked. So it means that your pillow has formed to you. It's bespoke to your head and to your neck to give you that comfort. But what also is hugely important here, and you can see with the blue lines coming through, because it's not all one piece of foam, it means that the pillow breathes as well. So it's keeping you cool, it's temperature regulating and keeping you comfortable as well.
Now, we saw this chart at the beginning of the show, but maybe people have just tuned in, or maybe people, like the first time I saw it, looked at it and went,
yeah, absolutely.
So can you talk us through it?
Yeah, please. So have a look at this. Please don't overcomplicate it. I won't as well. I'm going to just really run you through it. If you sleep on your back, if you're a back sleeper and you're a side sleeper, this chart is mainly for you. So let's say, for example, you are a lady, you wear a medium-sized T-shirt and you sleep on your back. then when you select your pillow, you select the white pillow.
Yeah, back
You-
or side, you
back,
said,
yeah,
right?
back or
Okay.
side. So the lady who's a medium who sleeps on her back, she selects white, and you can do that on the website. You'll see how it is when you click down.
You
It
don't
says
have
which
to be a
colour
medium, you
do
can
want.
have any profession.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
So she would select the white. If you're a gentleman, for example, and let's say you have an extra large t-shirt and you sleep on your side or your back, then you would go with green. I'll talk about those that sleep on their front in a second,
Right.
but it is as simple as that to work through it. Now, you might be thinking, what's it got to do with my t-shirt? Why would I have to have a look at my t-shirt? It's because what we were talking about, the neck. This is what's really important to My Pillow. It's the support that you're getting. So it's your shoulders, actually. The broader your shoulders are, and obviously you can work out how broad your shoulders are from your t-shirt size. My Pillow have worked it out for us to work out roughly what is going to be the right fitting for you.
So what if you're a combination sleeper?
Yes, if you're a combination sleeper or you sleep on your front, for example, if you sleep on your front and you're a combination sleeper and you like a softer pillow, go down a t-shirt size. So when you looked at that
Okay.
chart, just
Yeah,
pop down
yeah,
a
yeah.
t-shirt size. If you sleep with two pillows and you prefer a firmer pillow, go up a t-shirt size. If it helps, everybody's different, obviously. I spoke yesterday to a wonderful chap called Andy in Sydney who looks after My Pillow, and he said to me to let everybody know, basically, that the majority of the pillows that they sell for people, on the whole, are white or green.
Okay.
Yellow, yes, if it's for a child or you want a very, very soft pillow or you're a quite petite lady,
Right.
but the majority will be white or green.
And the sizes are the same, so it's just the amount of those
Yeah,
three
absolutely,
profiles
yeah.
of foam that are inside.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's basically it's 30% more. So the combination of what you get with these three fillings that we're talking about, that's going to be the same. If you sleep on a yellow pillow, which is obviously the least fill, and you go up to the medium, that's 30% more. If you go from the medium up to the more firmer, it's another 30% more. So it really is as simple as that.
Now, maybe at this point you've thought to yourself, I don't believe it. And I'm with you. The first time I heard of this, I'm like, I was like, yeah, right. So, but you get 2 months to sleep on it. Have you ever heard of a pillow that has a sleep trial? I mean, mattresses, yeah, but a pillow? We sweat. If that pillow, if you don't like it and you send it back, they chuck it away. So you don't have to decide now. All you have to choose to do now, when you decide that you want to choose to do that now, is say, well, if it's going to give me a better night's sleep, potentially, it's that what if, isn't it? Well, what if it does work? What if it is better than what I'm sleeping on now? You're supposed to change your pillows every 3 months anyway. I bet you haven't. Have you got pillows like mine that have gone flat and, and icky and lumpy and whatnot? And, I'm guilty of not changing my pillow as regularly as I should or need to. But, you want to eke the very last few pennies out of that 15 quid you spent at the local supermarket, don't you? So it's that what if. Well, And then think of this, because, all right, £60 gets you 2 pillows, so that's £30 a pillow. Divided by 10, that's £3 a year. £3 a year. Even if you only change your pillow a year, every year, and you bought the cheapest pillow out there, I mean, I think we'd probably agree the cheapest pillow would be, what, 15 quid? Maybe a tenner? I don't know. You're still saving £7 compared to money you're going to spend anyway on a load of old rubbish that you know is not going to help you sleep very well. You'll probably have to buy 17 of them and crunch them all down, and then they're useless. You can't wash them. They're budget pillows. You do it because they're cheap, but you sacrifice a good night's sleep. You know it when you do it. I know it when I do it, but we do it anyway. So how about for a price that is less than a third of what you're going to spend anyway, you actually get a pillow that is premium, that is going to last, that you can wash, and also is designed to give you the best night's sleep you can get from a pillow. I mean, that's it. That, in a nutshell, if you don't buy it, you're going to spend more. This is going to save you money. It's as simple as that, unless you don't use a pillow, in which case, forget it. 10-year guarantee, 60-night sleep trial, made in the UK, 50 million plus people out there already use these pillows with tremendous amounts of success and joy and happiness and good night's sleep. It literally is designed to adjust to your sleeping position, whoever you are. We're all different, and therefore every single pillow essentially is going to react to the way you sleep and you alone sleep. Unless, of course, you give it to somebody else, they give it a little shake, and then it'll sleep to the way they sleep. It is adjustable, but it does it itself. And as I've already said, you can wash and you can dry them. So when you're online, add your pillow or your My Pillow in whatever colour you want. That's the cover, basically. It's the print. How many do you want? We want 2. Now, you can buy one for 60 quid if you want, but why would you? And you will automatically, when you get to see your basket, you will save with a promotional discount, the cost of the second pillow. And remember, the postage and packing is free. So there's nothing to refund except every penny you've paid. It's not like you try it and then you're out the few quid P&P, which, all right, you know, that's usually not a lot of money and it's negligible. And in an ideal world, that's, you know, we pay the postman too, as I always say. But here, it's My Pillow who are footing the bill for the postage, the shipping, the handling, and all of that. And if you don't like it, you send it back, or take it to your local Asda, I assume. Or is there how do we return it? Do you know? Is it normal procedure?
Yeah, I assume it's a normal procedure.
Yeah, no, it's apparently it's
Not many get sent back, so
No,
I don't
well,
know.
precisely.
Yeah, I
That's a
genuinely
good
don't
thing.
know.
I don't know the answer to that because no one sends them back.
Yeah.
Well, why would you? So, do they ever, like a normal pillow, do they ever go flat and lumpy? And when you wash them and dry them, was all the filling down one end? And
No, and that's the beauty of them, because we're saying because of how they interlock, because of how the technology that comes into it to make them. And this is what's really important. We were saying, Rob, about the neck and keeping, obviously, your neck supported as well.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah.
We've got a video of it here, because a lot of pillows, and I've got a demonstration to show you a little bit later, a lot of pillows, if they're a little bit too firm, your neck's can be too high, which can give you kind of a real pain there, or they can be too flat, so you're kind of falling back a bit. Whereas the beauty of this is it conforms, it's bespoke to your, not only your head but your neck as well. It keeps your spine nice and aligned, because that's why sometimes we wake up and we've got you know, a crick in our neck and aches and things like that. So all of that science has been looked at with this as well.
If you're watching now, and if you're someone who sleeps, look, there are very few things I say this about, but with the My Pillow, I will say you've got to have one, because, and actually I will also say that everyone in the building that I know who's got one swears by our director Kieran. You know, I asked him because you know, often a lot of the people here, we get to try different things, or they have staff sales, sample sales and things, and so, you know, pillows are a staple of anyone that is employed by the ideal world. And hands down, he said, when I asked him about it, which was the best one he tried, he said, My Pillow, absolutely 100%.
Completely. I mean, I always say to you when we talk about this as well, for me, it's hugely important that, you know, just to be completely straight with people, I've only had mine for 4 days. That's, you know, I hadn't had one before. It was sent to me. I was told, listen, My Pillow, have a look at this, you know, see what you think, Alex. I just had a great night's sleep. A really,
well,
really
you'll know in
great,
4 hours,
you
4
know
minutes.
straight away. A really, really great night's sleep. And what's interesting as well is when you get it home, when it's sent to you, because one of the things that I have, when I was saying I was speaking to Andy, the chap who's, I think he's, I'm not quite sure what he does, he's quite senior I met him and he was lovely, he was telling me all about it. And I said to him...
Probably the buyer,
No, I think he's like the commercial director for the
My
company,
Pillow.
For My Pillow, yeah. Because I said to him,
sorry.
this is really important to me, I said to him, what would you like me to really kind of let people know about? What's the most important thing for you? Is it the interlocking everything? And funnily enough, he said to me, the biggest thing that they get their reviews and their references on that people are most impressed by is the washing and the tumble drying. First of all, how to get it home, how it works, because that's quite cool. And
should we do like an unboxing or an unbagging? So you get it home, where do you go from there?
So we've got a video of this as well, which is great. So when you get it home, it looks like it's vacuum packed. It's not quite vacuum packed, but you can see that's not me, by the way, in the frock. That's Shona, one of our other lovely presenters.
Yes,
I'll just
I
point that out. But to activate
just at weekends.
it comes like that. You shake it, Rob. Look.
Right.
And then boom, straight away, it starts to come alive. It activates it. But then, and this is a really cool bit, because I did this 3 or 4 nights ago with Alfie, my son. If you want to get it nice and plumped up straight away, if you've got a tumble dryer, put it in the tumble dryer for 10 to 15 minutes, and immediately it puffs up. I did it with Alfie, my son, who's 9, and it's like when you put a bag of popcorn on it. It just kind of, he was like, "That's so cool, Dad."
And what
you know?
temperature of dry?
It doesn't matter. Really hot. You
Oh,
can have
really?
it on really hot as
So,
well.
and can you wash it really hot as well?
Yeah, just put it in a normal wash. You put it in your normal standard wash
Okay.
of 40 degrees.
Okay.
And then pop it in the tumble dryer. And this is what I'm saying. This is what Andy was saying to me. Just quickly, by the way, if you haven't got a tumble dryer, leave it out for 24 hours and the air will fill it as
Sure,
well.
sure, sure.
But for them, for the people at MyPillow, the real, if you like, magic is this 10-year guarantee. Because he said to me that for people to have the same pillow for 10 years. Like I said, Alfie, my son's 9. When he's 18, when he's a grown-up, when he's an adult, still have 18 months left on the pillow. You're going to have to wash it if you are going to. Of course you're going to have to wash it.
Yeah.
So to be able to wash it constantly, over and over, for 10 years in a washing machine.
Well, you could do it
and
once a week if you
take it-
wanted,
yeah.
like do it with your bed sheets
Yeah, completely.
or
Take
whenever
it out,
you, yeah.
put it in a tumble dryer. The confidence and the quality that they've got, that it will just keep springing back
Yeah.
to how it is for a decade.
To
as
be
you said,
honest,
it's stunning.
I don't genuinely think, and maybe you'll agree with me at home, I don't genuinely think there is a pillow that exists on this planet that if you don't wash it or can't wash it, could or would last for 10 years.
No,
or
I don't
it would
think
be
so.
so full of bacteria,
Yeah.
skin cells, who knows what else.
Yeah.
It would be, and it would probably be flat as a pancake and hard as a rock.
So-
It would be
So
disgusting.
to have that confidence, just to and as I say, just give it a quick shake, just to reactivate it, and suddenly, you know, you've got the designed to give you the same amazing bespoke night's sleep from night 1 to year 10.
And plus 60 days or
60
60
days.
nights to sleep on it.
Yeah.
Are there any caveats for that?
No, absolutely nothing. So, I mean, obviously, it'll be the same with mattresses anyway, but I make this point because it's a pillow and you're putting your head on it, and especially with the current times that we've got at the moment. If you don't like this and you send it back, they're not vacuum packing it and sending it back to anyone else. It's just got to be destroyed.
Yeah, of course.
That's the confidence. And genuinely, my answer to Rob's question of, so where do you send it after 60 days? I don't know. Maybe I should have found that out, but
Well,
I don't.
you'll know for next. No,
Yeah.
no, I've been told by the producer. He said that it's standard return procedure. For
Yeah.
Take it to Asda with your proof of
you know,
purchase.
That's
it.
because so many people, all you read is this is great, this is fantastic, it's a
Yeah,
brilliant night.
yeah, yeah.
Don't take my word for it. I've had it for 4 nights and it's been great, so I'm not going to sit here and say I've had mine for years, because I haven't. But there are people online and done reviews that have had them for years that are in year 3 of their 10-year guarantee.
What I love about, you see, I love products, and what I love about this, and I know I've already said this once, and I'm repeating myself, is that when you're going to spend money anyway, it's a bit like, it's one of the reasons I use Blue Magic, one of our cleaning products, because I'm going to spend that money anyway on all kinds of other different cleaning products. And some people will spend, you know, 100 or 200 or 300 or 400 pounds a year on cleaning products. So if you can buy something that replaces all of that for a fraction of the price, it's money you're going to spend anyway. You're just chucking away good money.
How many
And
pillows do you
that's
think
what
you
you're
buy a
doing with-
year as well,
Say again?
roughly? How many pillows do you think you buy a year? 3? Is that about?
Yeah, something.
2, 3
yeah,
maybe?
2 or 3
So, I
probably.
mean, but over 10 years, that's 30 pillows.
Yeah, I know.
which-
Even a tenner each
Yeah.
is 300 quid. That's what I'm saying. You're going to spend the money anyway. You're either going to spend it now for £60, and you can. By the way, did I even mention you can spread the cost? Also, if you want to, if you apply for OpenPay, £11.99 a month, 5 payments. I say a month, five payments. I believe you can actually set your own schedule to a degree. So the point I'm trying to make is that, all right, let's say 3 pillows a year, and if you've got a whole family, it's way more than that. Well, let's be conservative. 2 pillows a year, standard, you know, for a couple kind of thing. If you were just using 1 pillow, so over 10 years, that's 20 pillows, and let's say a tenner for a pillow is like probably the cheapest that you could get that you'd want to sleep on.
A fairly decent pillow, yeah.
Yeah, that's £200. So you're going to spend £200 anyway, right? Well, we're just saving you £140 by asking you to pay for it now, and then for 10 years you don't have to worry about it ever. But also, there's another thing. And here's the other thing, because even if you own 2 pillows and you keep 2 pillows, especially if they're man-made fibre, after a year, you know, you've got the degradation over time. So
and they'll clump.
They're clumping. You can't usually you can't wash them. And so, all right, maybe for the first month or a few weeks, the pillow's lovely, but then it starts to go downhill.
And that's the first month. Remember, it's 60 days. So this is what I love about this. With all sincerity and honesty, if you don't like it, you know you're not going to like it. Do you know what I mean? Especially with a pillow, you'll try it, and if you're not going to like it, you're not going to have it again. So to give people 60 days, that's the confidence, because 50 million plus Americans and Canadians and now worldwide people are going, this is great. It works because it's different. That's the best way to say it.
Because it's designed to do something that other pillows don't do. And at the end of the day, when you hit the nail on the head, you hit the nail on the head, don't you? Carol 8 said, I've never spent so much on pillows, but was fed up of buying what I thought was a reasonable quality pillow, only to find if you wash them, they would clump up. I was replacing pillows every 3 to 6 months. We haven't been using them for long, but so far so good. They plump back up every time. They are very comfortable and just the right height for us. I look forward to sleeping on these pillows for a long time to come. And Twingo says, after using umpteen pillows, finally found the one. Glad I bought 2. And there's more. This is now my pillow, and you're not getting it back because I love it. Troy, or Tro1, said that. This has got to be the most comfortable pillow I've ever used. I have had superb sleep since using it and would most definitely recommend it to everyone, from Shoskum. And then that well-known person, written a lot of stuff, this person actually, Anon. A lot of quotes too. Having tried so many different pillows, alas, I've found, hang on a minute, I think alas is not the right thing there, because that would be bad. Having tried, is without grammar, it's difficult. Having tried so many different pillows, alas, maybe, I found a pillow that does what it says on the tin. Brilliant. It makes a good night's sleep possible at long last. Thank you. That's why they're Anon.
Yeah.
They weren't sure where to put the comma.
Because they want you to call them out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a stickler for grammar, I am. Particularly these days. Don't get me started. Please check your baskets out while you watch this little video, and then we'll talk about why this, we think, is better, and MyPillow think is better than any other pillow you can own.
After I got my pillow, they had a couple little directions, and I thought, oh boy, that seems like a really simple way to do it, but I slept. I just, when I closed my eyes, and 2 minutes later I was out.
I would wake up multiple times throughout the night, not getting into a deep sleep until I found my pillow. I did not have a solution, and now I do.
What I couldn't do with my feather pillow, I could now do with the MyPillow. When I lay on it, I form it so that it fits the back of my neck. It'll sit like that all night.
When I wake up in the morning, I do feel better rested. And that was a feeling that I wasn't used to.
It affects your whole day when you can't sleep. I just really wanted to have one pillow that I could trust every single night for a good night's sleep. And MyPillow was it.
One of the things I've learned over the years as I have become somewhat more mature and grown up a little bit is that life is short, or it can be, and you never know, without wishing to be macabre, you never know when it might end. And so I think, and especially through all of the malarkey that's been going on, I've realised that treating oneself well and enjoying one's life, living every moment to its fullest, is quite important. Now, obviously, your philosophy may agree and align with that, or you may have a completely different philosophy. I'm not trying to force my beliefs down your throat. But every now and then, don't you think you deserve, every now and then, to have something decent? I bought a new computer recently. I've never had a new computer ever in my life. I've always had once actually, but that was years ago, back when computers, were run by Steam. And it's just so nice to have something that works properly, perfectly, without having to go on holiday or wait half a day every time you open up a browser tab or something like that. Just to have something that's good, something that does what it's supposed to do and does it really well. And I've been good to myself in the pandemic in more ways than one, and that's the first time in my life really I've started doing that, because I've started to realise life's too short. And sleeping at the moment, gosh, if we can't do one thing at the moment, or can't do anything at the moment really, if the one thing you can do is have a good night's sleep, isn't it worth 60 quid? And especially if you're going to spend 2-3 times that anyway on worse things, potentially, that will make you sleep less comfortably. It's just logic. To me, I love the logic of this pillow. And if it doesn't work, we're going to throw it away anyway. You're going to send it back. It hasn't cost you anything to get it to you. Hasn't cost you anything because we'll give you your money back in terms of your payments. So you've got everything, literally everything to gain. And if not, no harm, no foul. All you have to do is pick your size. What filling do you want? So once again, let's go through this. It's really easy. White and green are the favourites at the moment. And it's just the amount of filling that's inside. Standard pillowcases otherwise apply. All the sizes are the same, but the filling is what differs. And it's all based on your T-shirt size. So if you are a woman and you have a small T-shirt, choose yellow. So if your T-shirt is small. If your T-shirt is a medium or a large, go for white. If it's anything else, go for green. If you like a particularly, well, shall we say firmer pillow, go for the size above your normal T-shirt size. You can't go below in this case because yellow is the least filled. But if you would choose a white or a green based on your actual T-shirt size, if you like a softer pillow, go for one size down. And if you like a firmer pillow, go for one size up. Now this, if you're a man, and small or medium T-shirt, you would choose white. Anything else green. Again, the same applies if you like a softer pillow, go one size down. If you like a firmer pillow, go one size up, unless you're a green, and then of course there wouldn't be one. But that's for everybody who sleeps on their back or their side. If you sleep on your front, or you're a combination sleeper, then Alex, you go one size down, is that correct? Unless you've already got the least filled. If you're a child, then you would go for obviously the least filled. Simple, very, very simple. If you would normally sleep with two pillows, you might want to go one size up, I would suggest as well, unless of course you're a green, in which case that's the most filled. Very, very simple. So if people have already got pillows, and actually my producer just asked me this question to ask you, and I'm going to sort of slightly answer it myself. If you've already got pillows, throw them away, because you're going to anyway. Just throw them away now. I mean, what, just cut out the middleman. Well, wait for this to be delivered first, obviously, but when you've got it... Or, I tell you what, actually what I would do is I'd sleep on this for a few nights, and once you go, oh yeah, that's the spot, then you throw your old ones out. Yeah. Because unless you've spent, £50,000 on a gold-plated pillow, and which wouldn't be very comfortable anyway, but, even expensive pillows ultimately are not really that expensive, are they? So, for those that have just tuned in, why would you say, to sort of prove and illustrate, is this better than a standard pillow?
Yeah, I've got three different pillows that I wanted to show you and explain why, because they all have their merits, but I want to show you why they're different and why perhaps it wouldn't work for you. What you're looking at here, for example, is is a memory foam pillow. Now, these are very, very difficult for people to sleep with because only 30% of the globe can actually sleep on these. It's about the profile of your neck. If your neck is exactly that length and your head fits in there, perfect. This might be great for you. And again, this profile here, if your neck is that length and your head lays that way, then it fits perfectly in the channels. In the gap between, yeah. But memory foam not only gets very, very hot, but also you have to have a little bit of weight on it to actually get that support and comfort. The neck's not very heavy. You're not going to get much support on that, so you're not going to get the benefits of the memory foam.
I hate those. I've tried. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say this if you manufacture those, but I don't like them.
Yeah, and we changed that one.
Yeah.
Next, now you may have these. These are lovely. This is a feather and down pillow. Yeah. Okay, I'm not knocking it at all. It's a great pillow.
I'm allergic to those. Don't get it too close to me, please.
There you go. Some people perhaps may have allergies, but also it's essentially a lot of it is air as well. So as we sleep on it,
it's like me.
What happens is all the fillings, this happened to you, all the filling goes to the sides, and the pillow obviously causes a V shape, a channel in the middle, which means, of course, you haven't got that comfort and support from that as well. So you throw that one away. That one's not going to work as well. This one, now this reminds me of myself in 1995, 14-year-old me at the school disco trying to ask a girl to dance. It's just a bit sad, limp and lifeless. It's not going to happen. Seriously, that is the best way I could describe this. It's hollow fibre, but...
If this were late at night, I might have something to say about
that. But the thing is that's great about this, right, is... I've grown, I've got better, get rid of that, and look what I've turned into now. I've turned into a nice pillow.
Do you know what? When I first moved back to England in 2018, and I went to a bedding shop because I had to buy everything from scratch. I hadn't lived here for 20 years, and in the bedding shop they had a special offer of 4 pillows for 20 quid, and I thought, whoa, score! All my Christmases and birthdays have come at once. And honestly, I had to put all 4 of them on the bed, because what they compressed so much, they were light as a feather. They were absolutely terrible. In fact, a feather would have had more loft to it.
This is the difference that you get with my pillow as well. So this pillow here, this is my pillow. Like a 5-year-old, I've written my name on it as well, Alex Knowles, so I know that it's
So
my
that's
pillow.
that's your
and
my
that's
pillow.
my handwriting as well.
Right.
I should say. Now that's one of the kids. That's not my handwriting. But anyway, the point that I want to make to you is that when we sleep, this is what I was saying right at the start about how important our necks are. Because if we sleep with a pillow that's got a bit too much pressure, for example, our heads are up. So it's the brilliant Shona, one of our other presenters here, that showed me this. So if my head is down, can you hear my voice changes? And that's because my neck is obviously compressed because the pressure of the more filling in the pillow keeps my head up. But if the pillow is, this is obviously my normal voice because I'm aligned, if the pillow is too flat, like we were saying with the hollow fibre one, my head and my neck may go up this way, and again, I sound different. But this is the difference that you get with my pillow. I'm going to keep talking as I lay my head down because you can see, and I think I've turned off all my microphones as well. So I hope, can everyone still hear me, Rob? Because I can't hear anyone now, which is quite nice, actually.
Locked to your position, hasn't it?
But yeah, that's right. It's locked to my position, bespoke completely to me. All of the mechanics inside are locked, and I'm going to sleep like this in perfect bliss until I wake up in the morning, take the pillow, give it a shake, and reactivate it. And it's as simple as that.
I love it. Well, also, you know what I love is that if you have guest rooms, or rooms in your home that are used for guest rooms, and somebody comes round, I'm not a big fan of staying at people's houses and then sleeping on a pillow that who knows who else has slept on.
Especially when you can take this with you. I mean, it's a 10-year guarantee, like you said. Take it with you, pop it in the car, going
Absolutely.
camping.
Hotels.
Yeah, hotels,
holidays
exactly.
when we can do. Look, let's face it. England is going to be empty as soon as lockdown finishes and we can travel again because the whole country's going on holiday.
I mean, it's a cliche, but I'm going to say it without you going, oh, don't say it, don't say it. But it really is my pillow. It is your, it really is your pillow for 10 years to have, to love, and obviously to the longevity that comes with it as well.
Alex, thank you very much. There again is a reminder of all the sites. Do check out. Look, honestly, you got everything to gain. And if you don't like it, it costs you zero, it costs you nothing. But when you do like it and you do keep it, you've got a pillow that will last you 10 years guaranteed. And that's, you know, and save you an absolute flanging fortune. Thank you very much, Alex. I really appreciate it. And we will see you again very, very soon. This is number 1 of the Dog and Doubleteers. Yes. And number 2 is coming up next. Alan Ennis. That's right. I'll explain that in the next show. I don't have time to do it now because I've only got a few seconds left. Thank you for watching. Do check out. Get your My Pillow only as soon as you want to now.